So I make these videos mostly for myself. I always thought one day I'll look back on these on their year-old, and that one's 10 months old, the black one there. You know, and I'd make videos and just walk around the yard, show them in the pool, go on little adventures, and I just shot videos, and suddenly YouTube says, you got 1,000 subscribers. What? No idea. Well, apparently when you have that many subscribers, they want to see some kind of content. So, I'm trying to figure out ways I could make this more interesting for the viewer. I just keep going back to the differences between the English and the American lab, or the field lab. I'm just going to kind of follow them around here. Listen, in my mind, this is not amazing content, but if you are considering having a Labrador, I guess my inputs on that would be, think it through. Just, again, you want the cuddle bug over here, a good guy who listens to you, or do you want the energetic one that wants you to throw a ball from 9 a.m. until dark? And I mean that. It happens every day. So again, there's your American or field lab, and there's Buck. Hey Buck. Hey Buck, what you doing? Can you sit down? Hey Buck, can you sit? Can you sit? Uh-oh. He's like, I can't, Dad, right now, because Mazey's teaching me bad manners. And I'm going to roll around with her. Dad, it didn't have to be all about performance. Can't you just let us play? Yeah, no, we'll just let you play. Maybe some questions you might have is, how did you end up with this configuration? Well, the truth is, I was looking for an English lab. There was an Amish couple up here in Maine that used a guy who had a Facebook account, and he advertised the puppies. In the ad it said English lab. So I'm expecting an English lab like from Downton Abbey, just a little white dog to follow me around and go out with you in the water. You see, I don't walk so good. I need a dog that's gonna not be nutty. They said English. Well, when I saw her parents, I said those are not English labs. I know it. Even though I'm not an expert, I know that that's not an English lab. An English lab does not act like this. But because there were limited Labrador retrievers up here in Maine, and because I thought a Labrador would be good for me, even if she happens to be energetic, she'll help me walk around a little bit more and lift my spirits, you know. So she was what's available. So I got the Mazey. There she is. And I wouldn't do it any different. Then later on, I decided I don't want Mazey to be alone. And I might want to get into this breed. I might want to have puppies. So I found another ad, this time not an Amish person. They live about 30 minutes from here. English labs. And I meet Mr. Buck. He wasn't wanted because he's a male. Nobody likes a male. I played fetch with his dad. I met the owner. We had a beer together. It was a great meeting. So I decided to take Buck. You're not always nuts, huh? Anyway, then the thought crosses my mind. I thought there might be some families out there that would like a little bit of that with a little bit of that. I figure it seems like a good idea. Two of them get together and have puppies. Everybody's happy, right? Well, now I'm up against a dilemma. Should you water down the product? You know what I mean? Should you introduce extra energy into this nice English lab? Just a sweetheart. And then should you water her down so that somebody wanting a duck dog, or I'm sorry, not a duck dog, she's not a good duck dog. Let's say a bird dog, quail, pheasant. Somebody wants that dog, you're going to get a mixture of both, and maybe some people wouldn't like it. So I settled on the idea of not to be a specialist and to just blend these dogs together, make some really solid puppies, I would think, for families and active people, hopefully. I definitely wouldn't recommend having one of these dogs if you're going to put it in an apartment or sit at home all day. You know, you want to be, even me, I can't walk very good. I still try to get out with them. You got to be able to do that. Otherwise, imagine that locked up all day in a house, wanting to play. You're not there, you don't want to do it. It's going to make her nuts. Hey, can I have that ball? Can I have it? Nope, still can't have it. So I don't know if I'll get jumped on about the idea of blending these two together. You know, should you keep them just English with English and field labs with field labs and not muddy the water? I don't know. I mean, I know you can do it. I know some hardcore breeders, they would find this not acceptable. I'm not a hardcore breeder of the dog, I know that. The AKC says there is no difference, by the way, between these two dogs. They say a lab is a lab. I disagree with that, but I'm not the AKC. I think there needs to be some education out there that says how do I put it? It should be something like a questionnaire, you know? What would you like to do with your Labrador? Do you want to go out and go hunting? You want to go jogging? You want to go fishing or kayaking? He can go fishing, kayaking, duck hunting. He would be good at that. Anyway, a questionnaire to ask you, like, what's your activity level? That's what I keep trying to say, is not all labs are the same. And I would surely hate to see someone get a Labrador expecting one and then they get the other. Because then they end up in the pound. Mazey would end up in the pound, the yellow one. She would end up in the pound for sure, because somebody would say, man, this is not what I signed up for. I didn't want this. I wanted like a cool dog to hang out with and be mellow. And they get this. And look at that. Now she's biting on the boards, trying to get under. Hey! Nope, won't do that. Yeah, just watch. See? It's the difference. I don't know. So maybe that'll be my new cause. Take up the mantle for Labrador retrievers and make sure that pet owners actually get the dog they intended to get, and don't get brokenhearted when they thought they were getting a lab and then they got, yeah, they thought they got the lab from Downton Abbey and then they end up getting Mazey. She needs a lot of activity. You know, and if you can't give her that, then shouldn't get the dog. That's all I'm trying to say. That's my preaching. I don't know. I guess I can go on and on. I probably will. I don't talk to a lot of people, so I just sit here and talk into this phone I'm recording on. And maybe it'll be of some value to somebody. I have no idea. Well, it says it's 10.5 minutes. I can't imagine how somebody stuck through 30 seconds of it with this everybody swiping and TikTok and 30-second videos. Now my rant start. I'm old. I start ranting. But I guess the person that would watch this video would be someone really interested in a Labrador, you know? And so those 5 people maybe I'm talking to, just think about it. All right, I guess that's it. I should stop talking now.